ren ote re ota Buru ren buru bunga ikiren ikiri bunga haturen hatu bunga oraren haram huroko o siri maren si bunga joaram tanale tirubam tanale telayom kome atang yom kome o siri maren si bunga sona dale omam tana rupa dale chedam tana o siri maren si bunga telayom kome atang yom kome o siri maren si bunga sona dunale omam tana rupa dunale chedam tana o siri maren si bunga lai haso banogoka o asu banogoka toto gori banogoka o siri maren si bunga chene chipuru ko buginge ko tayugoka o siri maren si bunga
Johar. My name is Sudhir John Horo from Khunti, Jharkhand, and of the Munda peoples of India, listed as a scheduled tribe under the Constitution of India. I am a proud alumnus of the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, where I not only learnt but also taught, and from where my journey as a designer of public imagination began. Khunti is the land of Dharti Aba Bhagwan Birsa Munda, in the heartland of the Munda community, protected under the 5th Schedule, Article 244 of the Constitution of India. After 50 years of leaving this sacred land of the Mundas to pursue the dream of my family and community, to be part of the mainstream, to live the promise of development, I returned to this very soil, to this very hill, where 125 years ago, Dharti Aba Birsa Munda fought against oppression and stood for the custodianship of land. This ground still carries the memory of that Ulgulan, the great tumult. While the country rejoices and celebrates 125 years of Birsa Munda, I return to this sacred spot to pay homage to him and to all the other unsung heroes who fought, fell, and rose again. I come to seek the blessings of my ancestors and to reflect, have things really changed for us, the tribal communities of India? And I wish to share this reflection aloud, a message to India, to those who shape its systems, and to those who still believe in its conscience. It takes a whole community to raise and educate one of its own, often with great sacrifice, often torn from its own roots, just to learn your language, just to be seen, just to be respected in your world. A tribal designer was born out of this painful generational journey. He dreamed of opportunity, of access to excellence, not just for himself, but for others like him. He dared to imagine a different India, not just how the country could be seen, but how it could become more just, less cruel, more inclusive. A country that could celebrate together, that could uphold dignity for all. He created frameworks for the public good, to unite, not divide, to elevate, not extract. But you saw opportunity. You saw a ladder to your own glory. You twisted his vision into a tool for personal wealth, career advancement, brand building. This tribal designer shaped the face of India, and he used the very institution that once taught him to dream to erase his authorship. You walked the same halls and used them to overwrite his name. You stood in the same classrooms and use them to silence the mind that once built them. And what of the institution now? The one that allowed rot to take root from within, that looked away as ethics were traded for ambition, that forgot its own founding purpose. What of the same institution that proudly hosts the nation's first tribal president, while quietly enabling the erasure of a tribal designer's identity? Performative inclusion on one hand, institutional betrayal on the other. Perhaps this country is still not ready to accept that tribals are human, that we are intelligent, brilliant, creative, and capable of leading the world. But silence is not weakness. Silence is ancestral power. Today I return the certificate to the soil, not in anger, but in truth. Not in rejection, but in restoration. To the land that raised me, to the ancestors who guard me, to the community that carried me, I return this symbol until justice finds its voice again. I thank my teachers, my peers, and my students who walked part of this journey with me. You gave me the courage to think deeply, to teach ethically, to stand in truth. Johar. I give back my learning to the land, to my people, and to my ancestors who made me capable and gave me the courage to speak truth when it matters. A piece of paper has no meaning if it does not carry truth, if it does not uphold dignity. Learning without ethics is emptiness. Knowledge without gratitude is theft. May this fire carry my return as an offering to cleanse what has been tainted, to remind what has been forgotten, to awaken what still sleeps in silence. Today I solemnly come to the hill of Dombari, Buru, the place of the great Ulgulan, where Birsa Munda ji led the revolution. And it is this place that I wish and I would like to return the learning that I have gotten from my exposure to NID and other lovely and wonderful people who have assisted me in my journey. I would return that learning back to the soil of the land that I come from. And very respectfully, I would like to give back the only copy of the certificate that I have, because I believe a paper that does not reflect the ethics that it espouses means nothing to me. It is the learning that has been provided to me by the ancestors and the lived knowledge of the people that I represent. That means more to me than a piece of paper, and I very respectfully give it back to the soil and the land that it comes from.
Janta wala tarare chimai bingu saitana ko sangila kada chimai bingu saitana ko sangila kada Dombari buru chitanere okoe dumangru tana ko susune tana okoe dumangru tana ko susune tana Janta barala tarere chimai bingu saitana ko sangila kada Cimai bigul saitana ko sagila kada. Aina bala Dombari Buru cita dare Birsa Dumaru tanah ko susune tanah. Birsa Dumaru tanah ko susune tanah. Janta warela tarare sayom bigul saitana ko sagila kada. Sayom bigul saitana ko sagila kada.
Let this act mark not an end, but a beginning, that from this soil truth may rise again. May India one day realize the worth of tribal knowledge. May it find the humility to give it its rightful place. May our systems learn that the forest is not just resource, it is intelligence, that the land is not just territory, it is memory, that the people are not relics, they are knowledge keepers. From tomorrow, we follow Birsa Munda's lead. From Abua Disom, Abua Raj, our land, our rule, we now walk toward Abua Vichar, Abua Haq, our thought, our right. Johar.
हमारे डोंबारी देखेंगे दोनों ही बड़ी मजबूत टीम है और दोनों ही टीमों ने अच्छे अच्छे खिलाड़ी शामिल है।